Hey there, today we are going to be talking about custom conversions, setting up custom conversions on Facebook so that we can track the conversions that really matter for your business. Whether you are running Facebook ads currently or just preparing to run Facebook ads down the road. My name is Meg Brunson. I am a former Facebook employee. I left Facebook in when did I leave Facebook? In January of 2017 because I wanted to be a more present mom to my 4 daughters. Now, I don't normally sound like this. Maybe it won't be noticeable for you, but I am getting over a cold. I've actually been without a voice for 6 days, which is why this video is actually one day late. So I normally release my marketing content on Mondays, but here we are, Tuesday morning. I am recording this video because it is the best I've been able to speak in almost a week. Cause for celebration. So in the past 2 weeks, we have talked about what the Pixel is, why you need it, and then how to install standard events both on WordPress and on Kartra, which are the two platforms that I am currently using. You can find those videos by looking back in YouTube history, and I will also link to them in the comments below. Today, I'm going to talk about custom conversion tracking. So this is the easier of the two ways to track conversions, standard events and custom conversions, because custom conversions doesn't require any additional coding. It relies on having the base pixel installed on your website and then tracking just the path of different URLs as you're going between different web pages. Now, if you want more information about the strategy behind this, the why, you can head over to my podcast. That's what I talked about on this week's Marketing Monday podcast episode. You can also find those show notes at megbrunson.com/75. So that's where you will find a link to the podcast, show notes, and all that good stuff. But for now, let's jump into how to set up those custom conversions in Facebook Ads Manager. So on my screen, I have 2 tabs open in my browser. One tab is open to Ads Manager. The other tab is open to my website because that's what we're going to be doing some tracking with today. So first, from Ads Manager, you want to go up to the upper left-hand corner, those 3 little lines, click that. And if the menu isn't already expanded, go ahead and hover over All Tools. And then we're going to look for custom conversions. So you'll see that right here under the measure and report column. Now I am recording this video in February of 2019. Facebook changes every other day. So it is very possible that this exact placement may move. However, it's always going to be in this menu. So you just may need to check the other columns. And you can also get there from the Pixel dashboard. So if you happen to not see custom conversions, you can also go to Pixels and you'll be able to find it in there as well. So I'll click on custom conversions, and that's going to bring me in here to the custom conversion dashboard, where you'll see that I've already set up 2 custom conversions in the past, and we're going to set up a third one today. So the process is super easy. We're going to click the Create Custom Conversion button. And for this, URL contains, and then we're going to find the keywords that we want to put here in URL contains. So let's head over to my website and pull up a web page and find its keywords. So there are many things I can track here. I'm just going to pick this one here. So under my Work With Me tab, I have many different ways that people can work with me, one of which is my Facebook marketing agency. So when I click on that link, it opens up to a website that talks about the agency, and there's a consultation form, and I am just kind of curious. I want to know who is coming to this specific page. So for that, I'm going to take this piece of the path. All right, I had to change the setup of my screen so that you would be able to see my URL bar. I didn't really think that one through, huh? So for tracking this page, I'm going to select this segment of the path because it's going to be unique to this page. There's not going to be any other pages on my website that have these 3 words in that order on them. So I know that when I copy this and paste it into this section that this is only going to be people who came to look at my agency page. Select a category. This is just telling Facebook what standard event this is most closely related to. So for this, it's just going to be a view content for me because it's a landing page basically. Now, if it was the thank you page, I would do a lead or a complete registration. But in this case, it's just view content because it's just like a landing page and there's no conversion value. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit create and it's going to do its thing. Close that. And right now it says no activity. So I'm going to head back over here, hit refresh. And now we should see a custom conversion in there relatively soon. It's not always instant, so it may take up to an hour for... Oh, look, actually, that one did seem to be pretty instant. Last received in the last minute. However, there's no there's no chart. So there's no chart there, but it is showing that it is working. So this one, for example, is not working because there's no recent activity in the past 232 days. And I know that this is a page that should be getting traffic. So I may need to go in and troubleshoot that to figure out why it's not working. There might have just been something I changed. And I want to show you one more thing while we're doing custom conversions. So I'm going to go in to create another custom conversion. Head back to this page. Remember, I went to Work With Me and I went to Facebook Marketing Agency. You'll notice that it had this services in the URL path. If I then go to strategy sessions, which is another way that I work with my clients, it also has services. If I go, and then if I just click on this, it also goes to services. So if I want to track, if I take services, this isn't just going to track who comes to this page that outlines all my services, but it'll also track any other page that has services in it. So any of the child pages that are nestled under the services page will also be tracked. So I can set that up as a custom conversion as well. And I would just name it any of my services pages because it isn't just the main services page, it includes all those child pages. I hope that makes sense. You really want to be careful when you're setting up these standard events that you are really thinking through the logic of it to make sure that you're not setting up, a custom conversion for services, but that word appears in other URLs. If that is the case for you, if you know that it's a common word in your URLs, you can always change this to equals. However, if you do equals, you really need to make sure you grab the entire URL, including the HTTPS, the www, all of that stuff, paste that in. And here is only the main services page so that I can differentiate what sets that apart from the other services page. And this would be the way I would have to track. If I only wanted to track this page and really isolate that, I would have to do the full URL because the path here, we've just shown that it is present in other websites as well. So just tracking this will not isolate the services page. It'll pick up all of the websites, all of the web pages that has that services, that word within the URL. So this is why you would want to use equals as opposed to contains. And then again, just hit create. Now you'll always need to hit refresh to fire that custom conversion and then come back to your custom conversion page and hit refresh there so that you will be able to see the conversions that were just registered. This is the easiest of ways to track conversions. Setting up standard events is definitely the trickier way. However, there are pros and cons to using both. So if you want to learn about those pros and cons, learn about what differentiates the two methods, definitely head back to the previous videos, the previous podcast episodes. And if you have any questions, leave them for me in the comments below. I would love if you gave me a thumbs up, if you hit the subscribe button to this channel. I do produce marketing content for you every Monday, as well as some other content throughout the week. Thanks for spending a little time with me today. Hopefully my voice wasn't too annoying, and we'll talk soon. Bye.